Good morning. My mom and I are pulled off I-70 highway just west of the Eisenhower Tunnel. And today we're going to go for Golden Bear and Hagar Mountain. Should be a relatively short hike with maybe a 2,500 foot elevation gain. Something like that. Official start time, 7:23. It looks like we've got a bit of a trail detour here. You see a trail anywhere? Normally all this dirt in right here, but we're having to find a way around it. Geez, we just started and we're bushwhacking already. We just need to gain this road up here though. And then here at the top of the road is where the trail begins. I could be mistaken, but I believe that's going to be the summit of Golden Bear. It's one of those high points up there. Lots of water this year. That's a good thing. That's looking to the west over to Coon Hill, which looks pretty cool actually. That ridge leading up. We finally made it up to the big switchback up here. We're going to continue on in this direction and head on up to the ridge. But when we come back, we're going to hopefully come in on this trail right here. We need to find it up there in between Golden Bear and Hagar. I guess there's a small social trail that leads down. And this is it. And this is looking up at the next section. Like I said, we're going to stay to the right and just follow this trail as it goes right along the side. And it should top out right up there, kind of close to where that light is. And that's my car way down there. And I'm proud to announce that the Super Zoomer is back. I got a new battery for it. All right, and after about an hour and 20 minutes worth of hiking, we have finally got the sunshine. That took a while. That is a dark valley down there. It looks like we're getting ready to hit some switchbacks right here because we need to keep working it up until we gain the ridge. Coming up this really isn't too bad. It's just kind of a grind. But I mean, they've got it graded pretty nicely. It's not really too steep. Yeah, this really isn't too bad. And we're almost up there. Well, we're almost up on the ridge. And then we're gonna have to cut it back to the north again and hike up to the summit of Golden Bear. As we gain the ridge, we're getting awesome views of Grays and Torreys. And then as I pan to the left a little bit, That's going to be Parnassus and Barb. And then right over here is where we're heading next. We're going to take it all the way across the top. We are officially on the ridge, and there's no trail up here. But this is looking down onto the Loveland ski area. We can see a few lifts. I believe that's going to be Loveland Pass, heading up right over there. We're heading on up to the summit of Golden Bear, and there's no trail up here. Only these markers. I believe that is going to be the summit right there. It's right around 13,000 feet. And from here, the GPS is showing that at about another 0.7 of a mile out. We're making it up this top section with relative ease. I'd say we're within 250 vertical feet of the summit. We've been hiking for just over 2 hours. GPS is showing this at 3.3 miles out. And we're sitting at an elevation of about 12,750. So we're close. I am really surprised there's not a trail leading up to the summit of Golden Bear. I mean, I knew that this was pretty remote, but I didn't think it was this remote. We're getting epic views on the way up. It's getting pretty gnarly here at the top. Not what I was expecting. We're getting real close. I can see Pettingale Peak sticking up, the Citadel, I believe part of Hagar Mountains finally coming into view, and then of course the summit of Golden Bear. And it looks like we've got a little bit of a down and up here before we reach the summit. That's not too bad. Home stretch. Golden Bear is a cool sounding name. Reminds me of a Chinese food buffet. All right, and in 2.5 hours, we're up here on the summit of Golden Bear. And we can finally see over to Hagar now. I can actually see my car way down there. And right up here on the tippy top is the summit register. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with a card. Boop! Well guys, it's about 10:15 right now. We've been sitting up here on the summit of Golden Bear for about 20 minutes. But we're gonna keep it moving. And I think we're gonna try and get to the summit of Hagar Mountain over there. According to the GPS, it is another 1.25 mile out. We're on the way over to Hagar Mountain. We're gonna give it a shot. We're making our way around this first up and over, and you really don't want to go directly to the top and then down. That's going to be much harder. Instead, skirt it down low. That's looking over to Coon Hill, and you can see that little social trail that drops in from the saddle. That's what we need. Regardless if we make it to the top of Hagar or not, we need to come back and hit that. We're still hiking over to Hagar, and this is the next up and over. And this is the third up and over from the Golden Bear summit. And I believe just on the other side of this one is going to be the saddle. We're heading down this ridge, and right here where it bottoms out should be the lowest point in between the two summits. That's looking over at Mount Bethel, Mount Parnassus, and Barb Peak in the background. These little up and overs are a little rockier than I thought they were going to be. We're not really moving super fast. It's been about a half an hour since we have left the summit of Golden Bear. We're heading up this first hump from the saddle, and this looked like it was about half as high, or maybe a third as high as that incline over there. So I think this looks worse than it is. That's looking back up at Golden Bear, and that is what we have come down so far. It was actually pretty rocky over there. That was a little surprising. And for this high point, you can skirt it right down here and keep it flat. No need to go up and over. And this is looking up at the final section. I've got one more down and up. My mom pooped out, and she did not want to go any further. So she is back there waiting for me. But according to the GPS, it was only another 3/10 of a mile to the summit, with maybe a 350-foot vertical elevation gain. So I'm gonna go for it. And yep, this is gonna suck for a few minutes. Yeah, this part's a little steep. I think I'm getting up this section pretty quickly. I feel like the top is right up there. I'm so close. GPS is showing me maybe 300 feet away from the summit. I'm almost to the top. It is right there. Final push. There ain't no class 3 up here. I don't know what the book was talking about. This is a walk up. Oh, never mind. There's the class 3 section. I just dropped my poles because I'm gonna need my hands for this final part. That looks pretty gnarly right there. I hope this is easier than it looks. My goodness. This is legit class 3. Wow. How am I going to get up that part? All right, guys. It is just now 11:45, which means it took me an hour and a half to get up here from Golden Bear. And the top part of this was crazy. Definitely some legit class 3. That's looking over to the Citadel and Pettingale Peak. Amazing views. And then this is looking back in the direction that I have come up. And that got real nasty at the very top. And that is looking back down onto Golden Bear. This is a savage summit. You go from walking on grassy hills to climbing on jagged rocks. And this is going to be the summit right here, because just below it is the summit register. It looks like the register is broken and there's nothing in it. That's looking back down at the short little class 3 section. Alright guys, it is about 12 o'clock. I've been sitting up here on the summit of Hagar Mountain for only about 15 minutes or so. But it is getting a little late, so it is time to go. It's time to head on back. Alright, let's do it. This should go a lot faster on the way down. I just got to get off this part without blowing something out. I have made it down all the difficult sections, and I am just about ready to meet back up with my mom. There she is. I have finally made it back down, and that was pretty haggard up there. We're on the way back down. We've got to work our way over to the saddle and then find that trail that descends. I'm not gonna lie guys, this hike was a little harder than what I thought it was gonna be. The book made it seem like it was much shorter than this. We've almost made it back down to the saddle, and then from here we're gonna work it around to the right, staying as high as we can, and then we're gonna meet up with the ridge and drop in on that trail. We're back on the ridge. We just need to drop it down to where that trail connects. I think we're looking good. And that's looking down onto South Fork, Williams Fork, which is kind of a dumb name. I mean, there's only 4 words and they used fork twice. So that's looking back up at the ridge we're currently hiking down. And then way up there is the summit of Golden Bear. And then you can see that trail that we hiked up this morning. All right, guys, and this is the trail right here in front of me. This little trail is pretty loose. We're slipping and sliding down this thing. I just checked the GPS a few minutes ago, and it's just past 1:30, and we're looking at less than a mile back down to the car. We didn't get too many good shots of this on the way up because it was so dark. Really pretty in here though. What a beautiful day today. Awesome blue sky, just a few little white puffy clouds, and a nice little breeze just to keep us cool. All right, we're back on the pavement, and this should go really fast. We're coming around the corner. We're getting a good view of the highway, and it's not looking good. Cars and trucks are backed up going into the tunnel. All right, Golden Bear. Boom, got it. It is just now 2 o'clock, so that took us 2 hours to come down from the summit. And my GPS is showing this at 8.6 miles total. And we're gonna have to get in that traffic here in a minute, and it's not gonna be fun. Well, we hope you enjoyed that hike, and until the next one, peace.